ya, porque es un prototipo, claro.
Is Ford's automated research vehicle. That's a platform by which we develop a lot of the automated driving technology. So this is a car that drives by itself. And the way it does that is through the use of those items that you see on the top there on the roof. Each of those individual units is called a LiDAR. LiDAR is an acronym that stands for Light Detection and Ranging. And just like a dolphin uses sonar that bounces sound waves off of objects, we're using light. We use a laser to reflect off of objects. So we send a laser out, it reflects off of something and comes back, and the time it takes that reflection to return is an indication of the distance to that object. But instead of just one laser, we're using, each of those has 32. So there's 128 lasers that are continually spinning around, bouncing light off of objects around it, and creating a picture of the world. It's why we say that's how the car sees.
Yeah.
So in order to drive itself, it has to understand its surroundings. But using those LiDAR sensors, it can identify the objects around it and then make the appropriate commands to either steer or brake or increase the throttle or whatever it needs to do.
So, will we see that technology in a near future? Is it possible? 5, 10 years? What do you think about it?
So a lot of the technology that has been developed for automated driving is available right now.
Yep.
There's things like adaptive cruise control that allows you to set the distance to the car in front of you, and then as that car slows down, your car automatically slows down. There's lane keep assist, where if you start to drift out of a lane, it'll nudge you back in. So many of those things are available now.
Yeah. What's the range of meters to recognize the environment, the people around?
The range of the lasers is 70 meters.
70 meters.
Uh-huh.
Okay. What can you tell me more about the technology, the implementation? Do you see that kind of technology working in smart cities, for example?
Sure. So there's a couple things that we do. One is normally we'll go out, take the car out, and we'll drive around, and we'll collect data and create a three-dimensional map of that area. The next time we go drive then, we take the data that we're collecting and we compare it to that map.
Yep.
And what that allows us to do is to not have to rely on GPS satellites.
Yep.
If you get down into a city, sometimes you lose the GPS signal. Now, GPS is great when you have it,
Yeah.
but if you're in one of those situations where you lose the signal, you have to rely on this three-dimensional map. And so that's why we use the LiDAR.
Okay. What more do you need for a vehicle like this? You need that sensors, and what more is inside the vehicle?
So there's an entire suite of sensors that we use. What you're seeing up there is a LiDAR, and that's the thing that we're just kind of showing off today.
Okay.
But there's also cameras.
Yep.
There's radars. There's
Yep.
ultrasonic sensors.
Yeah.
So there's a whole suite of different sensors that we
Okay.
use.
It's a lot of expensive today, this technology.
Today, the
Very
sensors
expensive.
are, yeah.
Yeah.
But as we develop more research, the sensors themselves are undergoing development, and so they're getting smaller and cheaper all the time.
Excellent. Thanks so much.